Alright, so welcome back to some more Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game, and Does Your Track Suck? Today we're going to do 2 suggested tracks like we normally do, and then 1 random track, because that random track, I don't know, it just adds a little bit more to the series, to the video, because it could be something totally unique, totally awesome, or something just a train wreck, you know what I mean? So we really don't know, but yeah. So I'm going to go to the comments of the last video to see if we can find ourselves some suggested custom tracks. Okay, so the first track we're gonna take a look at today is just simply called Good. Just Good. Simple as that. We're gonna send this. Ooh, we made it. Alright, so we don't have a warm-up. Unfortunately, the first track that we usually do is our warm-up track because we don't, little triple. Actually, that'd be really easy to overjump. The first track is, you know, I don't do warm-up before I come back to a game usually. Usually. I mean, if it was like MX Simulator or something, or MX Bikes, yeah, I probably would have to. That might need a preload, maybe. And I keep mentioning that. There is a preload in this game, because I still get comments. There's no preload. Is somebody gonna tell this guy's no preload? There is preload. There is most definitely preload. It's just not like this huge, obnoxious preload. It's a very subtle preload. I think you could probably get to the top of that. I don't know if we can get all the way over it, though. Nice triple. I don't know, so far the track has a really good layout. I mean, nothing that has struck me with, you know, struck me by, oh, I've never seen this before. But, ooh. Okay, it's gotta be this way, because that's the start straight. Oh man, I like this. I like this section. Best part of the track so far. What a nice... It's not like we have never seen something like that before, but it was done in a slightly different way. I don't know what to do here. Maybe you could... I don't really know what he wants you to do there. I think he wants you to just do the over-under itself and then double the finish line is what I'm guessing. Interesting. The track is actually really good. Well above average. I'm really... Ooh, we gotta let off on this one. Yeah, the track itself is really, really, really solid. Like this triple here, there's a couple of these jumps where you really gotta come out of the corner good, or you gotta throw a preload in like we did there. And we can get over it, no problem. But you have to think about it a little bit. Good track, really good track, really solid track. What are our lap times? Looks like we could probably do maybe 3 laps. Like, I just like this section. I don't know why I like this section so much, but I do, because that double... I don't know, you know when you ride the tracks and you have the mindless just send it, you don't have to think about it, and it just works out perfect, or you have to kind of ease off a little bit, or you have to think about how you approach the section. I really, really like those kind of tracks. And this track, see, I messed up that double every time. And yes, I know we're not pros at this game and stuff, so some people are thinking, oh, how can he judge a track when he can't even ride around it? Well, one, this is my first attempt at the track. We need time to learn a track that has character like this. This track has character. This track has really good character, and it's going to take time. See, here we need to double. Oh, it would have worked, but we kind of hooked that jump a little bit weird. Right? Yeah, that's definitely... It's got to be like that. See, and then we clear. What a sweet track. Like, what a really, really perfect name. Just the perfect name for the track. Just good. There you go. There's whips for you people. You need to see the whip. Got this triple perfect. We might come up a bit short. You really need to carry your speed into this one. Oh, I thought that was that double we'd ever get. Ooh, spun out just a bit. Yeah, I don't really see any way of ever clearing that, but definitely to get on top of it. Yeah, man, that double is tough. I think that's the best we've ever gotten through it, actually, out of the 3 laps we did. So far, really solid track. I love the layout. This section's too good. It's just awesome. I love how he set this up. It's so good. Let's see, what else is... I think that was pretty much it. Oh, here. See, we messed that up. I'm pretty sure you would use that... just reset me, whatever. Unfortunately, we never got that section, but I like it. It's tricky, it's unique, it's tough, it's really good job. Just a really, really good job. I think, yeah, it's probably about long enough. We're going to give this just a little bit, under half a star. It could be anywhere between like a little bit and half a star, but we're going to give it just a little bit in between like nothing and half a star. Is really good. I mean, for as long as we've been doing this series, you know, it's you kind of see a little bit of everything. It's hard to be original, and I wouldn't say there was anything on the track that I felt like was, whoa, the most amazing thing I've ever seen, but it had some really good sections on the track that I felt like were really challenging and made it difficult. And part of the way I judge is, okay, if I was running, you know, a 10 lap race with my friends, how consistent would I be at getting this, and how much would this section come into effect as of determining the outcome of the race? Like, who could hit this section the most? So there was at least 2 sections on the track that were really, really good, and just the overall layout of the track was really good. So awesome job, dude. Thanks for the suggestion. Just a little bit on the star rating, and yeah, I think that's it. So let's go see if we can find another suggested track. All right, so here we have track number 2 called Prime. We just got these super simple one-name tracks today, but Prime, let's see what this is going to be about. See, look at this, no control over the bike. I gotta get off the track just to get reset, you know, so we can keep going and actually control our bike and riders. So I think, if I remember what he said in the comments, he said that, got the big loops here, gotta love that. Right away, man, right away got a section I really like. So which way are we going? This way? Looks like this way. Got a little triple here. Right off the gate, one thing I will say, it has a... Okay, I don't think that's how we were supposed to go through that. We'll see. We could do a couple laps here. It looks like it's going to be a shorter track, a bit easier. He said there's quite a bit of line choice. I mean, like here, I'm pretty sure that's not the primo line that we should be going for, but really jumpy section here. Oh, that worked kind of into the corner. Got your standard Supercross triple. Dragon's back on, off. See, the problem is the way the game works, when you get out of control, you can kind of just big whoop everything. And that's not faulting the design, okay? I'm definitely not defaulting your design because I really like it. Get on top of those whoops. Okay. Forget. All right, it's this way. Triple. Send. Clear it. Oh, yeah, so much more smooth. Yeah, I can see where there's some line choice, but I mean, clearly you can tell which one's going to be the fast line. You can just tell. See, look at that. Oh, but there is some good line choice. And actually, that worked out perfect, because then we got this double into the corner. Although we kind of lost speed and had trouble with this. I like the track. You know, at first glance, it doesn't really seem like it's anything special. And I'm not saying that it's not a good track, and I'm not saying that you're not good at making tracks. It just seems like that because, I don't know, usually when you see these really elaborate, great tracks, it's like they're super long. They choose the big outdoor stadium, you know, whatever it may be. But here, actually, this is the outdoor stadium. My bad. But anyways, I mean, even that being aside, or ignoring the fact that I just said that, it's really, really good. It has I don't know. Like here, we didn't quite get it, so we're gonna step off, and then you have, see, that's the problem, is then I kind of turn it into big whoops, which is a little bit unfortunate. Oh man, it looks like you could almost quad that, but if you come up short, we still got it. You kind of, this is the trickiest one right here, trying to get this double, oh geez, back up, come on, back up, back up. Can we get this? Oh yeah, okay. So the triple's not impossible if you don't hit your lines perfect, but it does make it tougher. So off, triple, and then triple. Man, I mean, it feels good. I don't really know how to explain it. You know, when you play a game, you hit a really good line and it feels good. These big whoops right here, you almost want to take that outside just so you can get on top of them really easy. Otherwise, you kind of end up jumping through them, which I think that's where he said that he has line choice. Just step on. See, here's the problem. If I want to take that other line instead of clearing that extra table, it kind of turns it into whoops. That's what makes it tough. But look at this. If you just mess this up a little bit, timing is important on this track, like big time. I mean, timing is important in Supercross the game anyways, but on a track like that, or like this, it is important. So there's nothing, you know, that first track I felt like kind of had some original ideas that we hadn't really seen, or that we had seen, but he did his own twist to it. This track doesn't necessarily have that, but it has, I don't know, it has a really, really good flow, and it is not the easiest track, and I really do appreciate the hard tracks that don't, I don't know, go overboard, you know what I mean? Like, they're trying to make it so tough that it's almost frustrating to play, you know what I mean? I want to clear this again, but I just can't quite get it, because here, look, big loops. That's the only downfall that I see to that section. Otherwise, this track is really, really good. It just, the downfall is that end when I'm turning it into big loops, and I'm pretty sure, correct me in the comments if you're watching this, I don't think that's what your intention was. And it's not that you built it bad, it's that I'm not hitting the section right, so multiple problems with it, but not faulting the creator or anything like that. See, you can kind of do it here too a little bit, where we're just, I mean, it's not exactly fast or anything, but it's not like I'm losing a ton of time off of it either. So really good track, you know. It's not a bad track. It's not, I wouldn't say it's a standout most amazing track I've ever seen, but again, you know, my opinion, it's just my opinion. If you like it, if other people like it, that's what matters. And I think this is a good track. I think it's most certainly worthy of a download and try. And I think some of those rhythm sections, it's fun. It has that really good fun factor to it. So we're gonna give this half a star. It's not a standout best track I've ever seen, but it's most certainly a good track. And there's nothing bad about it. There's nothing bad about the design or the layout or how he had his rhythm lanes. It does have line choice, like he said, and it's not exactly an easy track. It's not the toughest track, but pretty good stuff. So half a star, I think, is what we said. And let's jump on over and see if we can find that random track of the day. All right, so we have our third and final track of the day. It is not a random track. It is DSM SX, and the reason I chose this is because when I was looking at the profile picture, it looked really good, and I was really curious. This way? I was really curious, and this is the track where he said there's a lot of line choice. I got that mistaken with the last track, so my bad. It's this track where they said there's a bunch of line choice, and right off the gate, this is not exactly the most easy track I've ever played on. You can definitely tell there's going to be line choices here. Take it easy. Got these big whoops. Gotta love these big whoops. Step up into the corner. Tough track. Whoa. Oh man, I might have to get a different bike setup. No joke, because that I don't think is how you're supposed to take that section. I mean, it's an option. He gives you that line choice, but okay, we're over. I always love that. I mean, we've seen it before, but you always gotta love that. I think we got through that section a bit better. This track is tough. This track is tough. Whoa. Okay, so if you overjump, it's just a little triple, but you have to have timing for that. And that just kind of kicks you up in the air. It's a floater kind of. I really like it. It is a tough track. You have to think about what you're doing. He designed it quite well. Now, when I was looking for this specific track, he had, I don't really know how many tracks you have, man, but there was a lot. Like, there was a lot. Tough track. Not the toughest, well, I don't know. It's a really tough one. I mean, even to do this, we're just not quite getting it. I'm sure you jump off of that, and we're just not really getting around it the way I would like to. That's got to be a triple. It has to be, and I'm just not getting it. I'm also not getting all the way over this. Maybe I need a different bike setup. Okay, that worked a bit better. Into the big whoops. You know, to be honest with you, I'm slightly addicted to this track because it's challenging. It's really challenging. There we go. And then you kind of hop off of that, I suppose. I like this. It's interesting because that is slightly different because you don't air it out a bunch before. Oh, we got through that even better. You don't air it out a bunch. You're just barely getting over it. And I keep messing this up. I got to get this at least once. Just a little double and then a little triple. Just, that thing is just, you float. I love it. It's a unique track. I really do feel like this is a very unique track. One of the better ones I've seen, to be honest with you. I don't know. I think if you play this game a lot, this track is definitely worth downloading if you have not played it already. because it is tough, especially for people that are really good at the game. I think it might not be the most challenging track you've ever done, and it doesn't overdo it. You know what I mean? It just doesn't. Let's see how. Yeah, see, and then we get all off. But there is line choice. Now, what I want to kind of do, I want to get this, but I'm never going to. Where we jump over the over-under here, I think it's that one. I want to try and take that outside line because it looks like that might be different. I'm curious what kind of rhythm you're going to have through it then. Maybe you go under it, actually, so you can go over or under it, which would be extremely unique because I've never seen that before. Usually when people do that, it doesn't come out like that. So you can choke up for this, and then you can double out. Interesting. Oh. That works so good, and then it would be a triple. I'm not sure what it would be, but you can see the line choice. That is sick. That is original. So you have the option of going over it. Oh my gosh, I messed it up. You have the option of going over it or under it. I've never seen that. I always see it to where you have to go over it. So, wow. That is an original thing. We've done a couple videos here, and I haven't felt like we have seen something extremely original yet, but to me, that was original. I mean, I'm sure someone else has done it too, but I haven't seen it, so there we go. Got through that a bit better. I kind of want to go around one more time. I know we spent a lot of time on this track, and it's not to shame any of the other ones we've done yet, but man, I'm addicted to this track. I really am. And I think I want to change my bike setup just specifically for this section right here. I never really got through this very good. Really good job, though. Same with this. I never got that triple out. And then that just ruins all your speed and you can't completely clear this one. I just want to get to that triple part and see if we can actually get it once. If we can't, we can't. I'm not going to do it again, but I'll probably do it after we end the video. I like this little step-up double, too. See, let off a bit. A little too much. I love that. I just love that so much. But I keep coming up short for this, and then that ruins me for the rest of it. Okay, here it is. Here it is. So take it easy. Oh, there we got it. So it does work. See, it works. Works perfectly fine. And then that works. This whole section works better than actually. And then there we go. This track is sick, man. I really do encourage, if you really like the game and still play the game a lot, I really do encourage you to check this out. DSM-SX, I believe. He has a bunch of tracks, so if this is an indication of what his other tracks are like, I think you'll be playing the game and playing his tracks for a very long time. We're just going to give this a very little bit. A very little bit. Really good job. I still have never given out a 0-star rating. Never. Someone's like, hey, he does his backwards. Yeah, because it's about finding sucky tracks, but today it was all good tracks. This track, I'm blown away by this track. I'm blown away by all your guys' tracks, and if I criticize it, please don't take it as offense. Well, who cares what I say? You know what I mean? Even if there's a section I don't like, it doesn't mean it's not good. If you like it, then that's what matters. So just try not to take offense to it. But this track, specifically this track, wow, awesome job. I'm going to be playing this for a while. I want to probably run a few laps here after we end the video. But make sure, if you guys want to see your track on Does Your Track Suck, make sure to leave your track name and your PSN. It makes it so much easier to find it. It's just a lot easier if you leave me both track name and PSN. Even if you think your track sucks really bad, it'll be fun. It'll be a fun video. It's not to bully on someone. It's just fun. It's supposed to be for fun. So good or bad tracks, leave them in the comments and we will check them out. But you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on this series and the channel so far. And until the next video, take it easy.